In July 2025, American Eagle released a new jeans campaign with Sydney Sweeney with the tagline, "Sydney Sweeney has great jeans."
And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. Or that they make your butt look amazing. Why would I need to do that? But if you said that you want to buy the jeans, I'm not going to stop you. But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Sydney Sweeney has very jeans.
You see what I did there, right?
Playfully edited from Great Jeans with a G. In one video, Sydney strikes through jeans with a G on a billboard and replaces it with jeans with a J. That footage has since been taken down and I cannot find it anywhere.
Sydney Sweeney has very jeans.
In another video, she says, "My jeans are blue."
It's the offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My jeans are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has very jeans.
Leading critics to call it tone deaf at best, and that it's outright eugenic at worst, especially giving the ads focus on blue-eyed blonde attributes. Why is this controversial? Or is it just a wordplay gone too far? Let's dive into this. There are claims of eugenic overtones. Critics argue the pun reinforces ideals tied to white supremacy. The emphasis on genetic traits in a blonde with blue eyes, combined with great genes as a tagline, they say it evokes propaganda that's reminiscent of Nazism.
Indeed, critics have accused the ad of peddling Nazi propaganda, pointing out that the play on words with great genes has racist connotations and veers towards white supremacist ideals. Many have also highlighted that considering Sweeney is blue-eyed and blonde-haired, it echoes eugenic messaging as well, according to Euronews.com.
Another reason why it's controversial is that it is misaligned messaging. Marketing academic Dr. Amelia Burgess noted that the ad's tone and visuals strongly conflicted, creating confusion and igniting social media backlash. It failed to clearly communicate whether it was critiquing or inadvertently endorsing genetic superiority. It also has a sexualized tone and questionable charity tie-in. So while the campaign was tied to the Sydney Gene, which is a product supporting a domestic violence charity, the campaign's sexualized nature and punitive pun drew heightened scrutiny, especially given its dismissive tagline and lack of authentic context, Vanity Fair states.
Hi, I'm Sydney Sweeney, and I'm from Spokane, Washington. I can work as a local hire as well, though, and I'm available for the American Eagle jeans campaign shoot.
Profile and hands, please. Thanks. We'll be in touch.
Sydney Sweeney has very jeans.
Next.
So is it being overblown? That's the big question here. Some defend it, including conservative commentators. They dismiss the controversy as an overreaction or of cancel culture. They argue that it's just an edgy pun that critics are reading too much into. Is this ad racist, or is it purely just full of puns?
Hello, everybody. Editing Staci here. I wanted to cut in for a moment and give you some more context in regards to this specific question. Is the advertisement racist? I've been reading a lot more articles and I've been watching a lot more critics and also reading critics and what they have to say, as well as a lot of commentary. These critics and commentators have pointed out that mainstream media has also pointed to Sydney Sweeney's genetics as to why she is a beautiful woman, and they have capitalized on her being a beautiful woman. Dr. Squatch also capitalized on Sydney's looks with their Dr. Squatch collaboration they did, where they used her bathwater to create a limited edition soap, capitalizing on her good looks and her genetics. These critics and commentators have pointed out, why is it okay for mainstream media to capitalize on Sydney Sweeney's looks, aka her genetics, but it's not okay for American Eagle to capitalize on this and make a pun out of it? I was watching Amala Ekpunobi, and I apologize if I botched your name. I will leave her video linked down below for you. She probed the question, what if this advertisement was exactly the same, but it used Zendaya instead of Sydney Sweeney?
That's insane, okay? If you took Sydney Sweeney out of this ad and swapped her out for another celebrity that happens to not be white or to not have blonde hair and blue eyes, would you guys be having the same reaction? Would you be in an uproar? If this was Beyonce or Zendaya and American Eagle was saying she has good genes, would you be upset? No, you wouldn't. But because it's Sydney Sweeney and because she's white and blonde haired and blue eyes, you guys are pulling this whole thing. Normally,
So what has American Eagle said? Honestly, they officially haven't said anything. As of now, American Eagle has not released any kind of public statement. They haven't released any kind of apology or explanation. Sydney Sweeney has also remained silent during this entire campaign. The silence left a void, allowing expectation to grow and increase. So what does American Eagle actually get or lose in this situation? Despite, or perhaps because of this advertisement or this controversy, American Eagle's stock jumped 7 to 10%, translating in an estimated $200 to $310 million gain in market value. For smaller retailers and public brands, viral publicity, negative or positive, can easily attract short-term investor attention. The backlash, and what they could lose is reputation. So yes, they gained money, but there is a downside. The narrative has shifted from celebrating denim to debating visual symbols. Consumers are interpreting this at a very deep level. Audiences, especially younger generations, are increasingly attuned to symbolism and unintended messaging. What was meant as a cheeky wordplay now reads as a coded representation of something else. So, what did you guys think of this full breakdown of the Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ad campaign? Leave me your comments down below. Subscribe for more commentary in the beauty and fashion space. And I hope I get to see you in my next video. Bye.